Well, hello, and welcome to the Homegrown Show. How y'all doing tonight? We are going to have us a little talk on depression and how it actually affects fucking a lot of us, and a lot of us don't even admit it, but it does. It's something we all fight with and something we all suffer with. So why not fucking talk about it? I know I do. A lot of people don't know that, but I suffer with fucking depression. I grew up in some really shitty situations that I shouldn't have fucking had to grow up in, but I did. And yeah, it causes fucking depression, but I wouldn't take it back for nothing because it made me the person I am. And I know that I'm a good person. So fuck it. I just live with it. But the shitty thing is it causes anxiety and all that fun shit as well. Like it ain't just depression. You just can't be depressed. It's got to be fucking. You got to have anxiety. You got to have panic attacks and all this fucking bullshit that comes along with it. But hey, man, that's just a part of life. I'm gonna also have some people from Instagram jump on here and maybe come on and talk or whatever the hell they're doing if anybody joins up. But yeah, that's something a lot of people that don't even fucking want to admit it, but they suffer with the shit. There's a lot of big names that are finally coming out with it. Like fucking Adam Calhoun came out and told everybody, yeah, I suffer with panic attacks and anxiety and depression and shit. Look at this fucking big bag of medicine I carry around. You know what I mean? The shit's real. Like, I got a backpack I take to work with me every fucking day, and the only reason I carry that bitch is because it has my medicine in it. Just in case I fucking have to have it, it's there with the bottle of water and shit, and there's no reason I can't fucking take that medicine. And there's a lot of fucking big artists that's having to do that shit now, and it's fucking ridiculous. It really is. But that's just a part of it, man. When you have that issue in life, you got to fucking deal with it and just take it. It sucks, but depression is something that we all fucking eventually have to go through, regardless how perfect your life is. The thing that sucks the worst about it all is when your depression turns into anxiety and panic attacks and shit like that. Then it really does kill you. And one of the fucked up thing is like some of these big artists that we all know and love that are funnier than hell and are all about making comedy and shit. They're the ones that end up suffering with depression and anxiety and shit more than anybody ever knew about. That's why they end up committing suicide and fucking crazy shit. But that's just a part of it. All these famous people we look up to have the same kind of shit that we go through. It's just we don't see it. We see them as what they are from movies and fucking everything else. But when you get into your anxiety, like there's little tricks and shit that you could do to help you with it. Like you can fucking somebody taught me this when they said, rub your pants, feel the material it's made of, and then like feel your shirt, feel that material, smell, see if you smell anything, look around, start naming off shit you see, like light, wall, bed, you know what I mean? Just start naming off shit you see around you out loud. And it's a way to help stump your fucking mind and it'll help you with your panic attacks. It'll help you actually like stop your panic attack. I've used that for a long time until it got so bad that I couldn't fucking use that no more. It wasn't working. It was feeling like I was having fucking heart attacks, so I had to go to the hospital and make a fucking appointment with a specialist and shit and eventually get put on medicine that took care of my fucking panic attacks. But now I got to carry that shit around with me, you know what I mean? But for the longest time, nobody knew I had depression or anxiety, anything like that. I was making funny videos. I was making so much content and shit. Nobody fucking knew it until it came to the point that I thought I was having a fucking heart attack, and I had to go spend a couple days back and forth from the fucking hospital running tests on me. Doctor said I should have been glowing in the fucking dark as many tests as that motherfucker ran on me. But come find out, I'm healthy as a fucking horse. It's just panic attacks. And it comes from all the stress and shit from that and being depressed from having to move and dealing with this COVID fucking shit ain't helped nothing. It's been a mess on top of everything else. And We had to move from where we lived to somewhere I have no idea about. My family does, but I don't know nothing about this fucking place. And it put me under stress, more stress than I was already fucking under dealing with everything else. You know what I mean? Chasing my dreams, shit ain't easy. And yeah, started having really bad fucking panic attacks. Shit ain't no joke. You really got to take care of yourself and watch out for that shit. And I was trying to keep from like taking so much money from my family, so I didn't go get the medicine I needed. You know what I mean? I was trying to. I'm a man. I don't need that fucking medicine. And I was just fighting my fucking panic attacks and not realizing that they were coming from like my depression and fucking everything else, and the way my mood was swinging and shit from everything going on around me, and everything I was carrying on my fucking shoulders. Just it finally fucking tore me down to the point that I thought I was dying. I wasn't dying. It was my body telling me, "Hey, motherfucker, we're stressed out." Fucking panic attacks and shit. Wouldn't wish that on nobody. But we're talking about depression. If anybody wants to join in, Tater Man, what's up, Tater Gang? If you'd like to join in on this live, send me a request. I will bring you in a second. We are also live on YouTube doing a podcast as I speak. So I would love for Tater Gang to jump in on this and talk. I just hope it ain't all glitchy and shit. But we're talking about depression and how, I'd like to talk about how you could deal with it in different ways. A lot of people, I guess, our age deal with depression from relationships. I guess would be your main thing. Your relationships tear us down more than anything, and it's either you're brokenhearted because somebody left you, or you're depressed because the relationship you're in ain't exactly what you were wanting it to be. And the ways around that is, if you're brokenhearted because somebody left you, if you truly care about that person and you think you're supposed to be with that person, then yeah, you can fight for them and try. But if not, don't kill yourself trying. Like, work on you, focus on you, work on yourself, and get past all the bullshit, and then you'll find happiness. But like, there's so much shit, man. So much shit. Especially in that, like, from relationship standards, or if you're in a relationship that you feel like you're just unhappy, it's not where you want it to be, or it's not something you can deal with, or something like that. Start trying to make little changes. Like, I'm not saying fucking spin your world upside down and change it to the way you want it. You're not going to get that shit done. You need to, like, slowly take little steps and change that shit in little directions. That's eventually going to be what you need it to be to make the outcome what you see more comfortable. It might not be exactly what you wanted, but it should be a happy medium on what you wanted and what she wants. And it'll fucking work, man. But you can't. And another thing, if you're battling depression and your partner that you're with, is not willing to help you with that fucking depression and be a part of something to help you come out of that depression, then you probably need to think about finding another person, because you're supposed to help each other. It's supposed to be about helping each other to build one thing, not building two separate fucking things. That's just stressful shit all in itself. Oh, you're good. You're good. Tater Man said you can't go live. You're fine, Bubba. But for real, y'all, sometimes we just need to take time to ourselves. Get the fuck away from everything. Everything. Even your phone. Leave your phone in the house, everything, and just go walk and sit out in your backyard. I don't give a shit where it is. Just get away from everything. Close your fucking eyes and just sit there and just try to not think of anything. Just try to free your fucking mind sometimes, man. I have to do it. I do it, man. I fucking skip out and I just go sit somewhere and I'm just like, and I try to get at peace for a minute, just chill the fuck out. I'm actually working on a new studio. Hopefully, here shortly, everybody on Instagram and stuff that gets to see my videos is going to be seeing my new studio I'm building. He says, go fishing. Fishing is the cure. Fishing is the cure. I wish I could do so much more fishing. I fucking love fishing, man. He said, follow me for more recipes. Tater Gang has more recipes if you want to follow him. He's got them for everything, I'm telling you. Hello, brother. If you want to go live with me, let me know and you can jump on in here. We are going live on YouTube as well through the podcast. And we are talking about depression and ways to fight it and get over it and try to make a new day. I love it, man. That song I did, it wasn't the greatest thing ever, but it was is the meaning behind it. Was talking about make a new day. Let's try to make something different than what we've been suffering with. Let's try to better ourselves. You know what I mean? And honestly, we could do that so much easier with people. What do they say? Better than I'm better than Gordon Ramsay. He is. That motherfucker got the recipes, y'all. But for real though, we need to really focus on also helping each other. Like our brothers and sisters that fight with depression and anxiety and everything. The way they're going to get out of that and away from it is having more contact with their brothers and sisters. Having more people to where they can, when they reach out to people, they actually reach out and touch somebody. Because there's so many situations I find myself in. And that's the reason I'm saying this is I'll just be sitting around. I can feel a fucking panic attack coming on. So I start trying to reach out to people, start trying to get people on Messenger, on video chat, on something. And a lot of times I don't manage to get somebody. So I start trying to do other things. I'll turn the game on and start trying to play Call of Duty and focus on that. And it's other things. But I'm telling you, if people that actually had depression and anxiety and shit and suffered with it like I do, had that lifeline that where they can just reach out and grab somebody and be talking, it would help a lot. So your brothers and sisters that actually have this shit, keep them close to you. Keep their shit going and you can help with anxiety and depression more than anything. If you care about these people, then you should do it. And if you don't, then you don't, whatever. But just let you know, depression is a fucking killer. Way worse than any scary movie you've ever seen. Because the shit that it makes you think, it's something else. But people need to stick together and work through this shit. For real. There's so much in life that we could get through so easily if we actually helped each other out. You know what? It's so stupid. You see all these people that are fighting like a fucking full out battle of depression and anxiety and all this shit, and they have all these people around them that don't have any issues like that at all, not one fucking issue, and it's like that is not nothing. They don't care. It's almost as bad as when you see somebody just walk past somebody that's homeless. Like they have no fucking remorse for that person at all. You don't know what that person went through to get put in that position. Just like you don't know what your friend has went through for him to have that kind of fucking anxiety and depression. I've seen some fucked up shit in my life, and it wasn't just from my parents, man. I mean, I spent some time down in Louisiana cleaning up fucking Katrina, and some of the bodies and shit we dealt with down there was enough to fuck a man up for the rest of his life. But I didn't let it fuck me up. But dude, I'm telling you, there was for like a month straight, I was waking up, sweat, dreams of fucking picking up a child's body. When it rolled over my arms, it was my son's face. You know what I mean? Fucked me up type shit. And it really, really fucked me up. And they even told me that I have that fucking, what is it? It ain't PTSD, I don't think, but it's where you fucking just stare off and you're fucking somewhere else and shit. And I do that shit all the time. And I don't know if it's necessarily all the bad shit I went through in my life or the depression or me dealing with it and just coping with my thoughts or what it is. But sometimes, man, I just fucking leave and go somewhere nice. Fuck this place. Hell yeah. I remember I was at work and man, I was so fucking over that place. It was that factory I was working at. I was kicked back. I was just imagining chilling out in a fucking chair on the beach with a fucking margarita and just sitting there like, man, fuck this shit. And old girl come over, she's like, hey, and I stopped and looked at her. I said, dude, I was having a fucking margarita on the beach. What the fuck do you want? She looked at me like, what the fuck? People that have shit like that, depression and stuff, they cope with it in so many different ways. And when I was young, I could never get away from fucking the situations I was living in. So I'd fucking cope with it with music and different things. And one of them was fucking daydreaming. I'd fucking leave. I'd be gone somewhere different. But back to depression. If you think somebody has depression, it's not necessarily something you could just ask them. Don't just come up like, hey, do you have depression? No. that's not something somebody's just gonna fucking be comfortable with and just be like, yes, I've got depression, unless they're just that open with you. If you think somebody has depression, just you can talk with them long enough to actually figure out enough shit to help them. Maybe they just need that friend to talk to. Maybe they just need somebody to listen. Or maybe they just need somebody to be around every so often. Or maybe they just need somebody to be able to call and talk to on the regular. It can be little stupid things. But the defeat depression is to help each other. For real. Because it's fucking awful to do it on your own. Can be done. I'm not saying it can't. But y'all want to know my opinion on depression? So everybody needs to get off their asses and start helping motherfuckers. Be that brother and sister we're supposed to be. See if you can make a change. Hopefully one day everybody can see that and really start helping each other. Do unto others as you have done unto yourself. Help each other.